خاطر موقع به شلام الوقتی که مسپایلا و دیولی متلاشی و ترب يرخد خب يرخد مخليته أغسطس آخر زجاج قام تخن خب يرخد شروطه دي تلاشي بقى كل ماشي نخب من بالك تلاشي بقى خب يرخد إن كنايت تلاشي بله إن صاد أسرع برانشلا دانت خرزت آترايد أوديولة كتاخون بيتاري كل شبته صاد أسرع برانشاب دانت لوس أنجلس يومان درويتا آخر زبكش تانية كما تقدر ريبيت كده تقدر يومان شبته خرزن ساتره من تصویر ایران کرد که تو خون که خرز پریشله خاصه مت خرز دید مدن خب قرار صبر بیتای استامخین از خرز پریش ما توی آن پرسوپ دانرلی بود من همزه ماگیومان پوش وسط خاصه خرز بخشله که بودن پلوی که پرسوپ خین زامسینی خرز اخن که تو خون مغزیه خون یطیتون که تیویل مویل قوامه این اختو خون شو تاثیر یورو مدن خمس آیات پارلیل بعد این امریکا بیایید خرز دیو هست خمسه که من شبت پیش مغزیه یارخ خاگه کمون کاتن تایمون خرزو خون شد من خدوتا کاتو خون خرزو متخل ودی أنا بهم زمن من خاب رسوبا كجانو خيوتو كل بيترجو حضرت أطرا حضرت أسكر حضرت كل خام ديك لازم له ميكر لوتن سانغاري سارغيس سانغاري كما يقول دخل من انترفيو بدن هیچ وقت نمقضیو قد ناش مایل مویل مستشاران بیداریم خاک شکل بتاخذوی داره که تختون هم سیستم خزیت من فیلم میتین بدیو هم زوم من کم تیت تخذ من لوتن سارغیس سانغاري مایل برات نفتازم بخاره که من نقطه‌ویلان جدا خورسه ميكر سانغاري بشونه تيجت
باسم جورج يقارن الله قد ما يسخات خمسة محمد من آخر.
Let's play the video, please. مخلط أنا خلط لي كذا فيديو مخزون بعد خاطر كذا يامزات يخلط.
No, stay here, stay here. He's gonna cover that angle. You're gonna have to go through this area. He's gonna cover that angle. Don't go after him. Let him go. Yeah, they're lighting him up pretty good. Good job. They got it. They got him cornered to that one. They're coming Okay, currently the Thai police instructors for EOD are establishing various different booby traps in this type of urban training environment. And there's 5 objectives for today's mission. This is one of the culminating events for Raymond's Challenge, where EOD and SWAT work together in order to be able to resolve an issue and achieve an objective.
Lieutenant Colonel Sangari had 6 years of continuous combat deployment, 144 patrols, 22 Special Forces missions, and 2 key direct action operations. He survived 7 improvised explosive attacks and 1 enemy checkpoint engagement with no loss of life, and was awarded the Combat Action Badge for the operations. He conducted 670 key leader and tribal leader engagements in support of multiple counterinsurgency operations to counter enemy influence and terrorist activities in the region. Wrote 3 major policy papers for the Special Operations Forces and the Marines on federalism and governance, and he wrote an executive summary on civil military operations. These documents were used as a guideline for conducting civil engagements in Iraq. The policies legitimized 3 newly elected city councils and 2 mayors in Al-Anbar province to counter enemy influence, which directly allowed a new approach in support of the Sons of Iraq efforts in Iraq. Lieutenant Colonel Sangari has also conducted over 17,000 civil military operations, foreign internal defense support operations, non-combat evacuations, and disaster relief and emergency management missions. He conducted over 7,000 humanitarian missions to mitigate citywide emergencies covering provincial and regional shortfalls throughout the Middle East in support of unconventional warfare, irregular warfare, direct action, and contingency operations. Lieutenant Colonel Sangari planned, resourced, and executed the reception and integration of military personnel from the U.S. Army, North Atlantic Treaty Organization executive officers, and well-known civilian interagency personnel from 6 different U.S. civilian agencies, thus laying the groundwork for a coordinating reconstruction and development activity cells for operations in Afghanistan. His Specialty Skills Initiative became a pilot and a case study for how the Army recruits, trains, and conducts future civil military operations in both accessible and remote areas of the world. The last 2 major projects which Lieutenant Colonel Sangari took on were the analysis, designs, and developments of metrics and standards used to accredit the United States Special Warfare Center and School in both training and education, to include assessments and accreditation of the training which affected all civil affairs, special forces, psychological operations, and other special units personnel totaling between 15 to 20,000.
Flight 5 is Lima 3, it's to the left for the median to the right. Let's see what happens next. Flight. Hello. Lima 3.
As Assyrians, that call to battle, which has been emblazoned on our hearts through our folk songs and the stories which our grandmothers would tell us about our heritage and history, has always guided us towards unity under one flag, within one nation, under one command. Remember the system mistakes. Debate the issue. Challenge my proposals and any proposals I put on the table. Hold your leadership accountable. Don't just believe what they say, verify and validate what they say. It's the onus is on you. You want me to be a better leader? You better put the scope in my chest, and you better be asking the tough questions. Assyrians have always responded, outnumbered and outgunned, as the vanguards of the civilized world, as heard in their battle cry, Ashur.
آخر موقع به زیرا خون خفیم کریه و اینا مغزوی لا کت میکرد سنگری معنی ده شورانموینا هر بده حاجت أنا خاویدی که خازق زیرا خون خشت جوه تایلند مغزوی لا عدیب قبل مشينا كم يكر لوتيننت سانجاري شانت يودا بردا خوزة
باسم جورج
اتجاب كيف
رابع
مصبالا
بغداين
خد داخل مش مين قرتم خيتو من تامس من سافرتيد بقرتم ويد مجانو
هيخنا جاتن معلا تاما جورج بداية لدبن معها باروخ جوزل بخش التاما كل بيعلق تخيشوا من مريلون قدش معيو معنا خارطة برداين خنان جاني قد بالخان جدا environment مطردة إلى مانسون سيزن قداني دوكلي انفلونزا A تيدي لخدا ديفلوب فيلال نمونيا سو خاشبتا فيلان جو hospital in عادي خنا هازري خاز خلقا مدرة
قلت سافروخون كتايلاند مويبا
سپارای دارلاین من دی بکره وقت از ما تاما هایرم وقت it's the largest قاريلا EOD explosive ordnance disposal or CIED counter IED basically event جل الدنيا so I شيتا تري شعبي دوبا من جبت خا شبتا و the second week متوجه phase 4 operations واني phase 4s إذا يشوق tactical forensic medical integration ملقومة بال explosive ordnance و special weapon action teams بتخاطر داين أنا طامين phase 4 operations احنا مرخوط تخوا قد training وجو فيديو ده بشخان زيلو خون that was part of the night event for the first time قد بيدو خوا جو Thailand وجو ده Ravens challenge إيتر بتخاطر داين رابع نقيت وقت أوقات طامو هاي رخوالهم قربابت خنا خمشات رواتي وطاما specifically من vendors تيوا من Thailand UK US France Israel و any إيوا the newest counter IED technologies قد ديما بلوخنا جو تروات international participants إيوا من America Canada Great Britain Cambodia Japan Singapore South Korea Indonesia Australia خنا ورابط روات بريش ده قتيبة قربابت أرقامه شوي 5% إحنا train we daily all phase 4 operations and إيوا كل يشوق ب various 8 different nations قد يشوق well forensic process medical intelligence SWAT و commandos بالخانة ميدالة to include private securities قد أمسي قرمي دقوا إلى قرغة جوجت أو من دي إحنا اللي بقى جموصل with the Assyrian army مثلا عين ما يخلى و educate ودخلون الناشد قد عدي أبلاشن دقوا إلى جو Asia
أختوك كمان متمسينت لأن مرابيات قد ملبلغن كتايلاند من قوشون الدين جو أطرا قدام سجانو خميالا كمان متمسينت لأن كاتي بيش practice في ملبه
well قوشون الدين دوزيو إذا همزون بعض قوشون الأطراية مسومين همزون بعضو قوشون الأطراية قد أخنا نتلن قد قارخ Assyrian army George and operations قد أخنا بيدخ أيابلا خج glimpse to type of operations ميسخوا ودخوا من شيتة إسري أرباسة ردان شتستوا on the battlefield قد إيوا 9th of August إيوا its anniversary in 2014 و 3-year anniversary تويا أشيتا any type of operations قد أخلون tier level 1 operations or phase 4 type of operations قدينا offensive defensive for special units شمسي وشولو ديلا أي رابع نقطة جنجادية خنا بدأ دج من it's very simple مبلوخ الدرونز جو أطرا بشغال 40 mm قارخ مايك warheads متوي المدني badminton stabilizers الله الطاقة الطالخ ولا جو إيران دان سورخ وبدأ أرخى مبلوخ للsimple civilian drones و badminton technology قد almost attack our checkpoints. So any يعلبنات قد عديا إينا قد لنا جو Assyrian army قدينا to different militias ضاتورايو قدينا checkpoints operate بعدا بدأ أبي بالخانة خد بشمرقة كمان control your هاشي الشعبي مقدني يعلد قدينا من MPU و other organizations قدينا الكلداني ده قطامة إلى من دي بالخانة من هجمة إيراق كل any parsup would need that type of a technology understanding because Dijman and Baila Machiluch, he could kill you in a heartbeat on those checkpoints. So قديا AA training يبوخ كخيال بناتن قدينا جو Syrian army. It's very easy to build an IED. It's very easy to counter IEDs. And the problem becomes it's that and on adlet under my command control. I cannot teach you that information. I cannot expand that knowledge to you. And unfortunately, I cannot save your life. So you're stuck with then parsupa that of command control vadana. So higher tatoya kayalab natan tama George achnanik limited because of the command control structure then parsupa lela khud idiya.
دي بدنا ability كتخنا قتلان قدام سام السورة همزان بتألقش شخلبت دمير وبرد بتخيلت أطراي كتامنا خدانا أخنا ألقش شخلبته مير أطراي بيله قداش دين وخاب شخلبتي له كما أخنا أطراي Assyrian army أسكار دين كما تلا هدروتا قدام ساني من تاما نطراني.
George Duzio and Shmili Duz Tanandok Askarit at Qarilun Autorai. There's no such thing. Militias. Any militias truly control we be different elements. Mahmedi. You're either under Hashishabi control or they're under command and administrative control. It's not true.
Assyrian army Assyrian army
Assyrian army independent force. And as an example, through the United Assyrian Appeal. And as United Assyrian Appeal.org, and Nashik advocate with the Assyrian army is like Dr. Dugorka Adia خادنا advisor president of the United States Michael Rubin قد خادنا برسوبة قرابة الليلة جو Pentagon وقد تشتيبل درقيلة Kurdish referendum too. Guys like John Sununu قد we were previous chief of staff. يش أخنين وإخ حالم دا independent capability in a any type of operations that we did, should be and lele as called checkpoints. Had budget ashi tada had in yalat at it in the piasha and jokatina the face of the Assyrian army and a small group of them kat nashiyati kat was still out there. Budget ani to have paltakun out of the current battlefield environment. But it after 25 September and on a referendum tave bilkurudaya kajane. And Blashovit Derkula Huchmet Iraq or Derkula Kurdaya, you do not want to be on either of the sides. And if you are independent, you want to be somewhere off that battlefield. I could care less. The issues with Alpush Mahmarit. Yes, Askarit kat itnadiya Kajana Bukrayuna Askar, Tanakhlum militia, they're not even Askar. They're basically not even a police force. They're local security. يطلع بعد من قمعدية فخا incident قد خادشت السورية قد إنا من خيلة قد إلى under the same Hashishabi control was caught at a checkpoint. شتي يوا by what the incident says been validated now قد اتفعلون خا قيميات الأطراء يجوت مابيلة so أنيالت MPU ده قد هربلقانا for the same Hashishabi got their arrest with them, but they don't even have a prosecutorial capability. They have to turn them over to the Shurta. So it's Iraq. So literally, your so-called army that you have, your capability, is even one step below the police of Iraq. So this false narrative, information operation campaign, militias, you have nothing. Mekam Orit for Dujessin Ninveh, Wurun under the Assyrian army structure. Guys like me that advise and other capable Assyrians can actually lead you into a combat to clear Ninveh. In Alabilon Oshula dealer because Zuze Bitavem and Yapashmerga Bitavem and Huchmedira.
Sabdan Dian Tuchum Bush Dimta time Nunkatachum Mamsum Kulibukari Mnocham اخنا قبل MPO تا ما كدينا بزودم خمسة ماجناته. Assyrian army مدوقت مرت أني ملشنا. Assyrian army كماجناته كبقراء army. Strategically بقراء army يم بخشبوت الناس قتينا جاوا.
Hey, Ascari and you'll never get the numbers on them. That's not what we do. It's like asking U.S. Special Forces to lay out the numbers of all their special operation units. And on it, Navy SEAL number 6, Khudrova, there were no Navy SEALs prior to that. No more Sheikh Mutova. It was part of an information operation campaign in Jibit America. You'll never get our numbers. That's not what we share. That will get our people killed, our guys. But just to let the خلوات ناشط آتور يطي قد ابتن خاخلة قد إيل تاما وخزيتون دا نخراي من أطروات خينتين سربي دنا من جبهن تيفا سربي درس facts من أطروات بريشي و جو فبراير من قام فرنسا يابا بشم خيتا بإيدة قرغة و article قد يديوخم وشد رخوا ISIS had declared war against them. Why did they declare war against them and not against any of the other so-called militias that don't even have police capabilities? Even because we were killing them. They finally figured out my but we're pretty much hush-hush as a strategic capability at Mbilan would you dorechla budget arpashin min adia midr paltachlun. But for now, it is a capability that is out there. Just مقام داشين إنه يا بيشة تمستا إحنا نتفعلن capability قدم صفوة شو لخي دخلن عشولا دخلن. But خاطرة بريش ناشتيلون, a lot of them with absolutely zero military capability or understanding or experience, who should تسلن any so-called protection forces that can't even protect themselves at a checkpoint. قملون جلي بالون ملت بتخاطر داين عادية قرداية مبلوخة لازرة رجعته ما خمزم لبازد ميرت قالقش قد دينا replace with لون of course چونچت خينا تلقى the initiative أو خيلا لتلو any militia زمسي عزي تاني hey you're violating the Iraqi constitution, you have no right to replace the mayor of Al-Qush. They're basically useless. They're not even security guards. They've been reduced to, in the future, securing parks and recreation areas.
Sangari.
Yes.
Details of Raba Desachem Savannah Bian Kunaid Nozem Anakaya Buzo the Raba Gintam Zamahan. ومن دي وجه نقاية أدية كتيرة رفرندم بتاعي يصير 5 بسبتمبر. الرفرندم كتير أن قرداي مفرخالون مت إفكتو داني ريليشن دي أمريكا ريليشن دي مبتو يعني من كانوا إيران من سوريا من قرداي جيبة. سبنا أشهر بعدنا دخل بخد لخون ليلة كونستيتوشن كدوز بعدنا. يعني كنا نايت إفكت دي مبتو يعني كأوتراي بريشيد ريليشن أمريكا من مدن خمسايا من سوريا من العراق.
Well, America just U.S. can end up losing at the long run. In a family that atayo dakhla referendum to qad parmetla qad movi le mayor of Al-Qush. Mayor of Al-Qush replaced with loan because the referendum is coming up. KRG baila before 25 September abila khela politically to Assyrian Ninveh. Muyilon kanta khana na kurdaya mutun shopu an sura kanun protest with the right away. قرداي خشلون سيرالون جانه بالأمرة قاتلقاية ومسلم خا كانديد قد إيوا before خبراته سوريته قد إيوا من أصرت من دي كالديتا ميالون تاما with the endorsement of the patriarch of the Catholic Church جو مدنخا وميالون متعلون تاما شوكو now عادية ده هر أمن دي بيدونا replacement of Mayor at Talkef. By the next couple of days, Mayor at Talkef تبطيله وما يخا برسوبة قجانة إله و برسوبة تابع بيش endorse ويا ب probably support من باتريرك Saku إتر بدأ أرخا using the Catholic Church as a platform, Gordai is able to solidify his power position. The only mayor that late probably replace Odile or mayor that ile Karkush because Avanilim in the Syrian Catholic Church. So Bida Urcha Gordaya لمصلو آور وقم تبجد بخيلة شكل وعلى كله مور واسكارو چونك احنا لخوة يونايتد قد ورخوة جانب خود ايد جانب خاخيلة under a certain army شكل وعلى so هر ايدانا دا عادية شاروي لاني mayors replaced بعدالي with the support of the Assyrian Catholic Church through the advice of the Roman Church Jerome قد almost politically جانا established يدو قد in our referendum list 5 September قد شامس تانا any mayors هيريله و at the same time ناشدين دياته voted for a Kurdish referendum to be their own state. This way مبلوخ الأطراي قد إينا شيء بيو قد آمس تانا قد Assyrian stand with
the Sangari احنا دانا راولر بياشا قدنا تريشين بتاعيلا اختوخون بدنا هو قد فوده تنير دخون متخرج دخون كتريشين بتاعيلا هو تام مجرب غزايتهم كأطراي
أطراي هجاني زابونونا قد شت آمسي زبنيلا. That's the problem. They have to get out of the cycle of selling themselves to whoever that comes along, whether it be Sunni Muslim Kurd, Sunni Arab Muslim, or Shia Arab Muslim. They have to do it on their own. In أخنا نجح شمس خي advice يبخلا. In جاني قد جاني لأنا بشخا قد إنا خا ethnicity that has a right tama. أنا هيك من اللمسة نقاط هلم دا جابه بخشنا as of today خا جابه خيش ومدرتي ومن قرداي معناته if you give me this I'll give you support for your referendum خدان بخش جانب زعبونو تاما negotiate بعد أروق زعبونو without the approval of the Assyrian people مو بايت منن. Look, United States may lose the Iraq, and if it loses Iraq, because in Qurdaish khumilun referendum, Adia or Juranut Atrit Iraq will become weak. Maliki, that the previous PM at the Shopu Shakala, and I want to the Shopu Shkilale already mirale that Urusnaya should have military presence in Iraq. وقردايا من يوم قام يبي لبلخانة من أورسنايا دان أمريكا له يورو. So United States will lose in the long run. وأطرايا will lose eventually because they'll be subject to having to leave the area or for the rest of the time give up the hopes to ever have a nation.
Col Sangari, United Assyrian Front. شو لو مويله مو بعد لك ما هيرانتك كم سجدا قصده يعني مويله كنا يذكر
بشان باقور بعد United Assyrian Appeal George in بعد ده باقور United Assyrian Appeal إذا مخمري the organization قد احنا مبلوغ as a 501c3 tax exempt organization قد إذا خف funding stream قد ميصفها يرافق multi families الأطراي قدينا independent. احنا نكبيت بعد اختار كل قردايا يا بزوز كسوريا قد البل بخشنا وارنا بيضاء قردايا متوينا ورويشة بالخانقاتو يا هش الشعبي بعد الله أمني the same thing بدني يا البنات قد بخشنا جانا معبورو خد إيد ضامن. At the end of the day كاجتماع دولار جانا زابونو نايني يا البناتي إنا they're nothing. Even the shurta has more capability in arrest powers and authorities than they do. They're basically nothing more than people on payroll to make sure that the Assyrian army doesn't ever become a large force structure. But Edan Ashton last year, Vidal and Telethon, Mahmedi, Nashita Huchmakat Badani, independent. If you go to unitedassyrianappeal.org, you'll see some of the famous names that came out to include the advisors, President Udyu, advice Yavna. The National Defense Authorization Act is coming up in 2 months. Unfortunately, Chile needs to limit the Mirrachti, Tama Kaziza Shakli, which hopes that Authorized Mindi Tamarilun like they did last time because they just don't understand how the world stage politics works.
Some details رابط من ديان رابط unfortunately خرز ديان زخا ختم رابط limited إلى 5 دقيقة خرز الكل جانو مقبرات خين زكاة وين كمرش أنا ودي لما فوقه كبدايم بس معلوخون بدنا 3 دقيقة خبر بيتانت كدن ك إيك بكلاية وأطراي تام قداد دقيقة من تقدرنا. Where we stand?
Authorized are losing. if they haven't lost already, and they probably won't win. But what my recommendation is, an Aturai Palchi Muidala, as difficult as it is, as a Muidala Tapim Kurdaya, not individual political parties, as a group. Support Odile or signature and Mutuvach Mayer Kamadi, Bazu Mu expectations in a Bazitashin and Umrana, Bessashari Zabuna. The legitimacy, the replacing of the mayors with their people, I think will go a long ways. Umrana and Alman we're not involved in politics, and stop being involved in politics because everybody knows you're involved. Askare and on Baitun Taituni Haskare, you're not an Askare until you belong to your own command support structure. So Pluchumuidala, Wimun Khachela, either for short-term gains, work on a long-term plan. A long-term plan to independent of certain Khana George, Bishkala Zuza, Bishla Tama, which Medira Mara, you can't go here, married, yes, sir. Bashmerka, Bishadwater Huto, married by Nazan Lacha, Pashmerka Mara Tikalo, Kuchitomo, you can't go there, married, yes, sir. I mean, Mindaya Bushraba Lela, I mean, it's their orders. Okay, go ask anybody who's in the Pashmerga at Aturai right now, do you have the right to take your weapon and go and say, you know what, thank you for the money, Kurdaya, but you need to leave this area, and I'm trying to Aturai Matuna Rushita, you know, Tani go Pansan. They're going to cut off his funding. They'll kick him out of their military. Had bede tachman today, and I have Suraya eat that b'shuzizim min hashabi. Found of min Iraqi government min hashabi b'shkalet. Has system had already which medirach mirta. We have to disband them because they're running your line, the militia. You just basically do what they tell you to do. That's all you are. You're just their workers.
Thank you very much. Adra Basima Donna Dim Bital Khotama. بخير لك خاخور زخينا أمساقم بوزو دا قد قصة أمزمك أخطان جاي بوزو دا خدينا بيتهم كده أمساقم بوزو دا ديتيلز كده خبو من تناخرم سب كم تخدان كده يعني لا خاخور زين بخير من توخم بطيانهم اللي كيبون سبابتو يعني أمارا منهم بطبال كان كمان منهم زميلي راو بشارته إنه دي بغدان كده شو بغلتفه باسي مرابا أنا بشكر توخم بشاركم شينا خوشم ميدال خزق وسامخين تخرص باسي